It's nice to see you again, fellow minds. So a day or so ago, VivziePop posted the trailer of Helluva Boss's Season 2, and there is indeed much to see and much to discuss. From dramatic developments and even more exciting new characters, my fellow minds, in the previous videos we delved into the Pride Ring, but this time we must delve even further into Hell in this new Helluva Boss Season 2 trailer analysis. So do be comfortable, fellow minds, as we explore my thoughts here in Mine Mind. Alright, I know there was a lot to unpack here, like what is happening to Stolas, Millie, and Moxie. The cherubs are back, and who is that? Who is that big muscular guy? Well, let's take all this inch by inch. Now, the first scenes in this trailer depict the headquarters of the I.M.P. under assault by very mysterious cloaked individuals. Now, it's possible that these are just a group of demons whom have a fight to pick with some, if not all, the members of the I.M.P., possibly just Blitz, to be honest. Or what might be more possible is actually that these are agents of Dorks, the human agency that desires to prove the existence of demons. As we see in other parts of the trailer, they, in collaboration with the semi-fallen cherubs, are hunting down the members of I.M.P., though of course for the humans any demon would probably do for their purposes. But yes, two antagonistic groups from Season 1 have teamed up against our favorite murder professionals. And as you might notice, possibly due to these two parties collaborating, they have even managed to open a portal to Hell successfully. You know, a mix of human technology and engineering and ingenuity with the knowledge of the angels about Hell. And throughout the trailer have had multiple attempts to even eliminate Blitz and his team, but other details aside from that are the fact that I.M.P., according to Moxie, are at the peak of their business performance. This is probably like the trope of the protagonists attaining their peak. They're at their peak, and then suddenly there's a slip up and then problems arise. An interesting detail, however, Moxie refers to Blitz by his name rather than the honorific Sir, seeing as their relationship has developed beyond a very professional dynamic, which is a nice touch of development from the previous season. But I want now to pull your attention here. Notice how the thing that launches the rocket at our protagonists seems to be some kind of mech or machine, probably human technology, unless it's another inventor sinner like Serpentius, rest his soul. So for the I.M.P., the main antagonistic force against them this season will definitely be the combined forces of the cherubs and Dorks. And possibly we will get to see more of Heaven, hopefully. But aside from the main overarching problem the I.M.P. will face, it seems in at least one episode, however, they forego their usual assassination commission on Earth to do more of a Ghostbuster type of job where they try and find a demonic spirit on Earth and bring it back to Hell, as seen in the hotel scenes. Of which the ghost or demonic spirit is later revealed to be in fact the owner of the establishment himself. But aside from the problems faced by the I.M.P. members, another big plot point is centered around Stolas and the relationships he has. Apparently, he is undergoing a hearing or trial of sorts for his divorce, probably with Stella, where we see various members of what we can only presume are the Ars Goetia class demons, which interestingly enough are not all avian, or at least fully avian, as seen by this reptilian Ars Goetia and the feline avian hybrid. But the most interesting character in this hearing, a seeming thorn and contrasting voice to Andrealphus, Vasago, who probably is the repurposed form of one of the original overlords seen in the Has-Been Hotel pilot. But the reason why he intrigues so much is his close resemblance to Stolas, which may hint a familial tie or at least a close relationship between them, especially given the trailer seemingly positioning him as a sort of advocate for Stolas, or at least a counter voice against Andrealphus. I'm very much excited to see these political happenings in Hell, but aside from the politics, we are, as expected, delving in further into Stolas and Blitz's relationship, and as we all see, Veronica and Blitz as well. Seeing what seems to be an argument between the two scattered throughout the trailer, not just between Blitz and Stolas, but also between Blitz and Veronica. It's nice that Blitz will finally undergo this journey, finally having to face what his actions have done to his relationships and the other people. Also, a very brief scene is with what seems to be his mother, probably consoling him. Who knows, it might actually just be a hallucination or something. But hopefully she helps him with his relationships, but this may also imply him also making amends with his sister. But then we get another interesting character. It would seem Satan himself is going to be revealed, though who he is saying this line towards is unclear. Maybe Moxie again, as another jab at him being physically weak as an imp. Though it would seem that the next scene is Satan's hand attacking them with his large hand and arm. If we look closely at the silhouette, however, it actually looks like it's more connected to the scene where Andrealphus has assaulted Stolas' manor and is now attacking Blitz and Stolas, because it actually resembles Andrealphus while he was charging up his ice ability. How this is connected to the Ars Goetia gathering earlier is actually not that clear yet. It may be that Andrealphus is not pleased with how the gathering went and is now taking his anger on Stolas, out on Stolas, or the gathering was made in lieu of his attack on Stolas. But one thing is for certain, Blitz will be facing his relationships this season, and as hinted, Stolas and Blitz will probably end their relationship in this season as well, unless this is some sort of red herring in the trailer. And if I'm not mistaken, is that Millie Blitz is fighting with? Maybe Millie's finally standing up for her husband against the insults from Blitz. And Stolas also having to do his part and finally finalizing his dealings before the Ars Goetia and with his own daughter. All in all, very promising plot points. This season is definitely a lot of things, but definitely not one of those is going to be boring. From the clash between I.M.P against the combined forces of Cherub and Dorks, Satan himself showing up, to Blitz and Stolas having to reconcile with each other, and also all their relationships with other people. This season really seems interesting. I think I'll also do some reaction content for when the episodes do come out, which reminds me, for any of you interested in the new Fallout series, I'll also be beginning my reaction videos about tomorrow from now, from this video's posting, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, that was a very interesting and exciting trailer, quite frankly. Do freely comment below your own speculations for the next season of Helluva Boss or anything in the trailer you noticed. Do freely discuss below, and may we meet again soon, fellow minds. You are always welcome here in mine mind.